They have a good bit of firepower. They were a team that was on the rise. They're not afraid to change things up on you. When it comes to Sentinels, I think what I, just from like an old school player perspective, I think that just seeing that they not only want to be the best team in North America, but the best team in the world, I think that that's just amazing to see, and they've accomplished that. They also know that it's hard to get there and to stay there. So for them putting in all the effort now to stay there, I think that they're going to do a good job of that. So I think it's more of seeing what teams can challenge them, in the sense of what teams can be in that top three, what teams, you know, in a sort of any given Sunday type moment might be able to kind of beat them. You know, I really think that it's gonna depend on what teams are playing well in those moments. But Sentinels, just they're making these kind of movements that it's very hard to see, and they kind of want to dominate. Now they got TenZ officially as well after they won the major. I mean, I think that they're going to really start showcasing what they got, and it's going to start in this qualifier.
And who do you think is going to be the closest team to maybe being able to dethrone them? Because I don't think they're going to be dethroned. I think you're kind of saying the same thing. But who might be the best chance of it? Or are we going to have to wait for some more roster moves, maybe?
Yeah, I mean, I think that, so my team that I would have to pick for that is going to have to be Ambox, simply because they have a good bit of firepower. They were a team that was on the rise. They have a good staff around them, good coach, good analyst. They do like to play also with everything that's involved in the meta. They're not afraid to change things up on you. So I think that they're the kind of team that's kind of setting themselves up in the right way to compete, you know, in like in a long tournament, because these qualifiers, many qualifiers, so you're gonna have to go through different styles, different teams. I think that Ambox is going to be one of those teams that's going to surprise a little bit of teams over here in NA to potentially qualify through to Berlin.
And Mitch, what about you? You're North Americans. I know you're not the biggest fan of them because EU's supposed to be so much better, but who's got the best chance in your eyes, mate?
I don't know, man. It's a pretty tough one. I think Unbox, I mean, even just on recent results, right? They were the last team to actually beat them. I think they're the ones you'd have to go with. If you see Ye and Mata turn up in a series, yeah, the firepower is there to take Sentinels down. But, man, just Sentinels with TenZ, I don't see them losing. They're so damn good. Until they face Fnatic again.
It's almost like I want to clarify that this is like who's fighting for the second spot. You know what I'm saying? Like Sentinels is such a clear-cut favorite in this region and even in the world that it's kind of like you got to put them on a different. You almost have to take them out of that sort of NA standing now, just so we can actually see where we stand, because they're just number one. You know what I'm saying? Like we're all fighting for two.